1、2番。ようこそ、ブレインホールポッドキャスト。私の名前はピーターです。今日は行きます。どうとの話や。In case you're wondering, welcome to the Rain Hole Podcast. My name is Peter. Thank you for joining me again. And again, we did it again, dude. At least one more time. Hey, we're 21 today though. So we could get very drunk. No, we can't, dude. Cuz I've decided that this is going to be a family-friendly Christian podcast for now on. The reason being is because I've had a few people not necessarily complaining, but I've had a few people just mention to me like, dude, you curse a lot. I was like, yeah, I'm just trying to explain to them like, it's just kind of how I talk and express myself. But if I need to clean it up a little bit, then fuck you, dude. Fuck you guys. Look, bro. Whether I'm right or wrong, I think my microphone's too loud. Whether I'm right or wrong, there we go. Whether I'm right or wrong, dude, like I'm being honest here, okay? And I'm being as genuine and as real as I can be to record this and to give you just uh just genuinity? Genuinity? I'm just being genuine, all right? I'm just being myself. And I'm not going to censor or change the way that I speak just because I don't know, just because you. And like I said, they're not complaining. They're just kind of mentioning it. It's like, you know what? I touch on a lot of different type of topics here. I talk about some serious stuff. I make fun of shit most of the time. Which let's see, look, yeah. It's just a plethora. I don't use that word, but it's a plethora of things, man. And and it's like, okay, so what? Well, you're not gonna mention any of the topics that I talked about, or are you just gonna fucking say that I curse too much, right? Have get a personality, dude. I think that's probably gonna be a thing that we say here often. So so yeah, man, I don't give a shit, dude. It's like, dude, change the channel, bro. But I am grateful for those of you who listen and just enjoy it and the feedback that I get. Look, please like and subscribe and even rate the show because that really helps me out. And if you guys enjoy this and you guys enjoy listening and you want me to keep doing it, then we need to grow. Because if we're not growing, we're stagnant. All right, we're stagnant and we die, man. Because we gotta keep moving this forward. Um, yeah, man. Because you know what? I love doing it, and regardless of whether we plateau or not, I'm still gonna be doing this because uh, it I want to, and I love it, and this is my artistic outlet. I don't draw and play music anymore, so this is what we're gonna do. So yeah, thank you to everybody who listens consistently. You are true brainiacs. You are the true brainiacs, man. You're the true brainies, dude, that keep my shit going. And yeah, dude. So look, you guys need to push me a little bit so that I can do my sponsors. So I can so I can earn 10 cents every time somebody listens to this. I'll be on a different device just playing, put it on repeat, play. Um so like I was you run into these people every once in a while. It's like, so some of them might be your friend. But it's like people would tell the same story all the time. You know, you ever run into that dude? It's usually a guy. Ah, no, I've met at least one girl that's like that. Like, say you have a group of friends, and then they'll tell a story, and then they'll repeat that same story like 17 times in one day, and then you happen to be around for for some of those. Now, granted, I've done this before. I have told the same story several times a day, but it was kind of significant. You know what I mean? I'm talking about some little more mundane shit. All right, that's what's wrong. There we go. It's me, Mario. Um, yeah, dude. It's like, man, I'm not like knocking on them or anything, but kind of feel bad in a way. Cause like, damn, dude, not much is going on in your life. Now, granted, not much is going on in my life either. I promise you that. Um, but I do enjoy it. I do love my life, and I'm never in a bad mood. Like honestly, dude, I haven't. Yo, ever since I broke up with this last chick a year or whatever ago, dude, I haven't had a bad day, man. It was a theme at work where uh where they make fun of me in a way like say I would ask for something or just talk to somebody or make a comment or whatever, and they would say, yo, man, you don't gotta be so angry, dude. You don't gotta be coming up in here all pissed off. Don't come at me with that attitude, because everyone's like, yo, he's just like the happiest cat. He's always in such a good mood, and so they kind of make fun of me with the opposite. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of feel bad. It's like I wish people did more for themselves. I don't like seeing sad people, man. But whatever, man. I'm pretty sure that I use about. I'm pretty sure I use about. I don't know. Probably by the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, I've probably done about 14 or 15 different voices. Whether it be in a look, if you're having a conversation with me, I'll be about three or four different people before we say bye. It's like, dude, ever since I was a kid, man, this kind of has to do with drawing, and I've always been inspired by like shit I would watch, cartoons and movies, and then I'd always want to kind of be that thing or create it or recreate it in my own way, or you know, like just be the characters, be the characters that I like. So that's kind of the reason I actually had this conversation last night, but this is kind of the reason that I draw, and because yeah, I just always got inspired by shit, dude. There was a period when I was in love with TLC, man. I love TLC. And so my sister and I would always like sing and dance to the songs, and I grabbed black electrical tape and I put it under my left eye. Now, if you're laughing, then you're old, because you know what TLC is. If you're too young to know what TLC and left eye and putting a black tape under my eye is, then you're probably 18 years old, and your parents aren't that cool. Cause you ever heard waterfalls, dude? Digging was my shit. Digging on you, digging on me, baby, baby. That was my shit right there. That's what got me hooked. That was like around the age that I started noticing girls and like understanding romance, uh, or something like that. So yeah, dude, I was always inspired by shit, and I always wanted to be it. When Mighty Ducks came out, guess what I was? A fucking hockey player, dude. When the Mighty Ducks came out, I was a hockey player. At first, we didn't really have money so that I can get skates and a hockey stick. I did get skates eventually, but couldn't get a hockey stick and a puck or a ball. Improv, man. So I used the broom, and it worked brilliantly, man. I was doing the flying V and doing knuckle pucks and shit. You know. So I was always into stuff. I was always into something. That's probably why like you can talk to me about anything. You can talk to me about anything in this world, and I'll have something to say about it. Cause I like stuff, man, and I've never been that kind of person to say, oh no, that's stupid. I'd always put at least a little bit of interest into it first, and then make my own determination of whether I liked it or not, or have appreciation for it. Like I have a few guests scheduled for the podcast between the next 2 months, and um, there's gonna be a couple times where I'm gonna be talking about stuff that doesn't directly interest me. But what does interest me is when people are passionate about something, that I love. I love that. I'll hear somebody talk about their passion all day long. Like if you pick up dog shit for a living, dude, and you're the best at doing that, and you have a system and you create tools so that you can be the best at doing that, and you're passionate about that, that I love. I don't give a shit that you're picking up shit. That's not what's important. I don't care about what it is. I love that you love something. The people that are less fulfilled in life are those that don't really have no interest in really anything. They're the ones that I ask, "Hey, what do you like?" Look, what? Hold on, I'm gonna finish my statement before I jump over into this next thing. It's like when I ask people what they like or what they love, they don't give me an answer. They don't know. Like, oh, I'm just depressed. Fuck. You're like an angry athlete, dude. You're like an angry athlete. If you listen to my last episode, you'll understand what I mean. But I did want to mention this because I do listen back to the podcast. I'll listen to it at least 2 or 3 times. Once in headphones, one on the sound bar, and then probably on just a phone or a smaller speaker. But I do that just to make sure that I got my audio levels and da da da. And you know what? They're actually kind of fucking interesting. Oh, dude, it's fucking noise, bro. Well, hopefully you guys can't hear that shit, but it's just fucking constant. Um, Other fucking people, huh? And so I wanted to talk about this because I know I talk a lot. I don't know. I want to say like I talk a lot of shit about girls, but I talk a lot about girls and like my misunderstanding of you sometimes, and like your basic lack in motivation or some shit. But look, the reason, and I'm gonna excuse myself right now. I'm gonna excuse myself so that you know what I can do. Keep doing it. But look, here's the thing, man. The reason I talk about this stuff is because, oh well, he's a woman hater. It's actually quite the opposite. I'm not, dude. Like I love women, bro, and I think quite highly of you. And if you've been in a relationship with me, you'll know that I'm quite respectful. And also, if you have been in a relationship with me, you'll know that you haven't heard from me ever since the day we broke up. And also, you've probably hit me up trying to look for me and get me back. Because it's happened quite often. They'll end up dating some other dude and then be like, "Fuck, I had something good though." But I think highly of you, dude. I have expectations, and now I know that I've talked about some of the signs of pure happiness, and one of those is having logical expectations or lower your expectations and then you don't expect so much out of people, and then you don't become disappointed yourself, right? So so that's why, man. That's why I talk about girls and I ask questions and I wonder what is going on in your head sometimes, man, because you be more, man. I don't know. And girls get pissed so angry because like, oh, well, we want to be equal to men and da da da, but you don't fucking do what it takes, man. So, but man, back to what I was originally saying. Uh, yeah, I've always wanted to like do voices for cartoons. I thought that would be so cool, cause cause I like the idea of not having to be in front of a camera. Now I had to force myself to do this because a lot of people kept asking, "Hey, you should put it on video. You should put the podcast on video." And so that's part of the reason that I put the podcast on video. And hey, guess what? Some of them are nowhere to be found on my viewing list. Um, but I always wanted to do cartoons. I thought it'd be fun because you get to act. You get to act in front of a microphone. You get to yell and do whatever was required with that character. I always thought that'd be pretty dope. So, um, here's one of those things I hate, baby. One of these things that I hate is people who over-explain anything. I appreciate and I like very simple cut directions. Um, Let me give you an example. Let's say somebody needs, because this has kind of happened recently. So let's say somebody needs to borrow some money, and they're a good friend, and in the first place, if you need my help and I'm able to help you, bro, you got it, dude. You got it. Pay me back whenever you can. I'm not tripping. If I can help you, I'm gonna do it. I don't need to know why, unless you obviously need help with that specific situation. Then a little bit of detail might help, and then I can give you some advice. But don't tell me that. I don't want to hear about how last week so and so accidentally took your car out and then they ran over a thing of nails and one of your tires popped and then you had to spend your paycheck on that and then after that you ran out of food because you had a party at your house and everybody was there and this and that and then fuck, your t-shirt ripped and you had to go buy a new pack of shirts. Dude, I don't need to hear any of that shit. It's like, yo, hey, I need help. Can I blah blah blah? Yes, here you go. Don't. I don't need the over explaining. And I don't need all this useless information. I don't care. Don't over explain shit to me. It's so boring. So boring. I wish I would have wrote down a few more examples, but it's like, dude, like you're talking right now. I don't want to hear your voice mouth. Let's have a real conversation. Don't over explain shit to me. And man, useless information, dude. Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, you don't remember when I told you that? No, I don't remember that you told me that. You know why I don't remember that you told me that? Because it's useless information to me. What am I going to do with what you told me a week ago about that? Whatever it was. What am I going to do with it? I don't have any room in my fucking brain hole for your dumb shit. But just remember, I'm also really a kind person. I'm a sweetheart, dude. Everybody loves me. Everybody loves me, dude. I try to be cool and understanding, dude. I don't judge anybody. Who the fuck am I to judge? Done a lot of fucked up shit. Mostly, it's all it's all mostly been self-inflicted. I've never really gone out of my way and hurt other people or anything like that. So, so yeah, I would consider myself as a good citizen of my community, bitch. Bitch, to be a little bitch. What am I looking for? I don't need a mouse for that. What else have I written here? I need to write these in order somehow so that they kind of flow into each other. I'll give you an example. So I was talking about useless information, and the thing right under it is cultures that freeze frame dead ones. Indonesia, they'll keep the body for weeks. Higher class will keep them for several years post mortem. Uh, so that's a really difficult transition to go through from people over explaining useless information and then motherfuckers keeping their dead ones frozen in time for years because they don't know how to deal with their goddamn emotions and they can't deal with losing somebody, so they keep their body around for weird ass fucking reasons because they believe that somehow they're still alive. And these people actually explain that they're like, oh no, we just believe that they're sick. It's like, nigga, really, they're sick? What about the people that died 100, 200 years ago? Did they become better? And are they here now, or what the hell? Or is it just like, I think it's a coping mechanism, really. And then on top of that, you got this fucking weird religion and culture shit laid on top of it. It's like, dude, you're so logical. But I don't know. Did I say everything that I wanted to say about that already? Because I wanted to segue. I wanted to segue into into that conversation, but I kind of pretty much said everything in one sentence. But that's nuts, dude. And I learned about this because I just out of random on YouTube. I saw a video of this Puerto Rican lady. It's either a YouTube video or some on Facebook. I don't know. Okay, that's the useless information part. You see, I forgot where it came from. It doesn't matter where it came from. I remember what it was. And it was this lady, dude, and she had her son. Her son died. He was probably, I don't know, teenager, maybe early 20s. I couldn't tell because he looked like a goddamn old man because his skin had dried up because he's fucking dead. So she had him wearing like his favorite clothes, and she has him in the living room posed in his chair, and he's holding a video game controller. I thought to myself, shit, my mom did this. That'd probably be me. She'd probably have me sitting in front of a video game console. And the game just sitting there, completely on the whole entire time. This fucking sheriff, dude. Um, so yeah, that was the first time I learned about this, and then I kind of wanted to talk about it on the podcast, and so I looked it up on YouTube, and I found a few videos, and it's pretty popular in Indonesia. So weird, man. And they showed these dead people, and they, you know, no shade, it was like a National Geographic thing. They showed everything, and it's intriguing, but my face was twisted the whole entire time. I didn't. It was cringe, bro. It was cringe not because these people are dead and it's gross and ew, whatever. It's cringe because the stupidity, man. Oh, you can't make fun of people's cultures. Yeah, I can. It's fucking dumb. Like I was saying, just you're you don't know how to cope. Fucking emotional retardation, bro. That's like that shit pisses me off, man. Girls crying for no reason. The fuck. Um, it's kind of it's kind of sad. You know, when you see old people eating alone out in public. You see an old guy or old lady just eating alone in public. That's kind of sad. Is that gonna be me, dude? Is that gonna be me? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be that old guy in public. And one of the people at the restaurant are gonna be feeling sorry for me, without the knowledge of knowing that inside my head I'm just having a great fucking time. But I think it's kind of sad, cause I mean, you wonder, you're like, man, well, why are they sad? They don't have their kid or a friend or or a spouse with them. Then if you go with the spouse part, you got to kind of assume that their spouse died, that they're fucking bro. Really? We're 25 minutes in. I haven't even I haven't even put a dent in this. That's good. Oh, and hey, guess what? Look, we're bringing back. I just decided to pay for my Hulu account again because I didn't fucking feel like it. All right, I got bored of what was on there. I like to do that, dude, and you should also do this too every once in a while. Quit your Netflix or Hulu account for 2 or 3 months. One or the other. Don't do both of them at the same time because then you're kind of stuck with cable TV, and we all know what that's like. But but do that, dude, and then it's exciting to come back and then see all the new shit that got put on there. Hey Hulu, you did a rubbish job, man. You're not. You got a lot of actually. Hulu got a lot of cool movies that came out. A lot of B-rated horror movies from the early '90s and '80s. But yeah, dude. Yeah, I find it kind of sad sometimes when I see old people, especially if they're nice. If you're an old asshole, man, and you're alone, dude, deserve it. God, I'm such a dick. I don't care. I don't care. Um, yeah. Remember I was talking about dudes with athletes' names on them, or '90s Nickelodeon T-shirt, Hey Arnold characters and Rugrats and stuff. The Wild Thornberries are on there. I never watched the Wild Thornberries. I was transitioning into being a young man when that show came out, so I wasn't really into that show. And then they had like that little monkey kid that was just like, yeah, nah, fuck that guy, dude. That was too much for me. I like that chill vibe, son. Oh man, dude. All right, dude, man. So like when I'm in public, I don't like to be talked to. I don't like people to talk to me. It's not that eh, I am a little bit stuck up, but it's like, um, I just don't have anything to talk to you about. I don't. I've already mentioned that I don't like small talk, dude. And that's the only kind of talk that you can have with a complete stranger. So if you're at the store and shit, and someone starts to spark up a conversation with me, like, I, I have to be rude because they won't stop. And obviously they'll make the face like, "Oh, well, you're rude." It's like, no, you're rude because you're putting me in a position to where I have to be rude. You're putting me in a position that I have to. I'm gonna kill someone. Okay, I'm put in a position to where I'm uncomfortable. You're asking me fucking questions, and you're telling me shit that hey, I don't care about. Useless information. Okay, and you're over explaining yourself about shit. I don't care. I don't know you. Get out of my face. And bro, even worse, when they try to talk to you in the bathroom, you trying to date my dick, dude? What is that? What fucking mental retardation goes on in your head? What kind of fucking mental retardation goes on in your head? And you're like, you walk into the bathroom, you see a dude, and he's got his dick in his hand, and he's taking a piss, and then you go, well, hello there. Yeah, yep. Just, this and that. Like, who the fuck are you, dude? Uh, 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 uh. It's probably one of those lonely people that lonely old people that sit in the restaurant. Because it is typically love of my life that I will never have texted me. Um, yeah, you're probably one of those old people that go out to eat alone. Don't talk to me, man, when my dick is in my hand, bro. Okay, just don't do that. Fucking, I don't get it. I don't understand you, man. I don't understand you. Um, dude, I don't know what's going on in the world. It's so weird. You know, when I was a kid, it was lame to be a nerd. People call people faggots all the time. It was weird to be gay. It was weird to be a transvestite because that's what they were called back then. It's so weird. I kind of want to get into this, but it's so tiring, dude. Because I watch so many political, so much political shit online, dude. And I get overload sometimes because you, dude, like you ever watch, man, just fucking liberal idiots, man, trying to have talking about to a bunch of genders and putting women and men and women's look why okay look why haven't women been put into men's sports? Why has it always been trans men who go into women's sports? Huh? Explain that to me. You don't need to. I already fucking know the answer. Because men and women are not the same, dude. Okay? They're not, dude, and we're not supposed to. It's not supposed to happen like that. There's supposed to be human differences between the two sexes so that we can be compatible, so that you can procreate and have children and raise more proper men and women in society. That's why it's designed that way or has evolved. I don't know. I don't have an answer to evolution or intelligent design, okay? I don't have the answer because I'm not a fucking scientist, and you know this idea of religion and God could go fuck itself at the same time. And speaking about gays and religion, look, dude, if you're one of these people that go out of your way and rally like these Westboro Baptist Church people, if you go out of your way and start rallying and protesting against homosexuality, look, man, I don't give a shit. Do what you want to do in your life. Cut off your dick, grow a penis, do whatever you want to, make yourself happy, figure it out. Don't hurt anybody. Do it. Don't hurt anybody. Do it. Do whatever you want. Don't hurt anyone, but also do it. Okay? Live your life. If you got a smile on your face and you're totally content, bro, you figured it out, man. I'm happy for you. But if you're one of these people that go out of your way, God hates fags, all this shit, bro, guess what, baby? Guess what you are? You're fucking a faggot, dude. You're gay as shit, dog. You know how I know? Because if you're concerning yourself with who puts his dick where, why is that your concern? Why is it your concern of where I put my dick into what I do with it? Sorry, I've been referring to my piter too many times in one episode. Why is it your concern? Oh, well, it's your concern because you're interested in it. You're interested in it. Deep inside your soul, you wonder what that dick tastes like, right? And why would the creator and dictator of this whole entire universe care either? If there is a God the way that you describe him, trust me, he probably doesn't give a shit. He probably doesn't really fucking care, dude. I mean, he's got galaxies billions, billions and billions and billions of light years away. He's over there creating more fucking parallel universes, and you're over here thinking that he cares about where George puts his wiener, dude. Why do you care so much? How about you care about your own life and not give a shit? That'd probably be the Christian thing to do. Just leave it alone. But nah, you gotta go out into the streets and let people know. God hates fags. So fucking backwards, man. So fucking backwards. Uh, it's so weird, man. I just these are things I don't understand, dude. I get it, but I don't completely understand it. I wish I did in a way, but you'd have to get into people's psyche to understand where this shit comes from. I mean, I'm sure they truly believe that they're doing something righteous, right? I mean, they have to. They have to actually believe that they're doing the right thing. But how serious is the brainwashing to where how serious is the brainwashing to where you can't think for yourself anymore? I stopped being Christian because I started having a lot of questions because through my teens, in my 20s, I believed I believed, hey, don't question God, don't question God. And then when I lived in Vegas, I was going to church consistently twice a week, men's group on Wednesdays, regular service on Sundays. Sometimes I play the drums. It was a pretty big church, so they had a production team, and sometimes I would help with that. So, um, so I tried, man. I really made an attempt. I prayed every day. I prayed when I woke up. Thank you, God, for me waking up today. Appreciate my life. Blah blah blah. Prayed before I went to bed. Thank you for today. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything good and bad. Blah blah blah. Being appreciative and having gratitude. That's kind of what my prayers sound like. Just saying thank you, you know. And then I realized nothing changed, man. I even got baptized and all this shit, and nothing changed. And then I realized, dude, change happens within yourself. Everything about that. Oh, well, Jesus and God live in you. Nah, I don't accept that anymore. They can go fuck off and live somewhere else. Okay? Your rent is due up. You're evicted. There's other people out there that are sad and might need it more than I do. I just couldn't believe